Here's another episode of 50 Reasons Why Foreigners Love Japan.
Part 3.
At the end of the video, we have a special announcement.
Number 50. Japanese goodbyes.
So something we've noticed in Japan is that when Japanese people like to say goodbye until we're completely out of sight. It's just a really friendly gesture that we've noticed. But
It's really polite. It's really nice. And it makes you feel like really special. Just the way they say goodbye. It's not like, see ya, but it's like, I'm waiting here for you because you mean something to me.
It makes even short visits feel meaningful.
Yeah.
We noticed this at Bunny Island with the staff there. Number 49, tatami mats.
Tatami mats are really cool. They're like rugs, but like the floor. They're really nice to walk on with your feet. I don't know how they make them. They're really well made.
I feel it just adds a traditional charm to a home, having a tatami mat.
You sit on them, you sleep on them, are nice and like low to the ground, like close to the earth.
I want a tatami mat in our house. That'd be cool.
Number 48, wheelchair ramps on trains.
When we were in Osaka, we noticed a train attendant come out and lay a ramp out for a man using a wheelchair so that he can get on and off the train easily.
Yeah, I wonder how they know, like if they let them know in advance or if they just see them or have like a special ticket.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a button that they press so that someone can come in.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they know to bring the ramp.
I think this is just an example that shows how the Japanese will take care of everyone, all passengers.
Yeah. Number 47, gift giving. I love gifts. I love giving gifts, and I love how Japan has a culture of gift giving. So you'll see in a lot of the stores, there's like a lot of like little packaged, like nicely wrapped. I feel like they're specifically for people that like are wanting to give like kind of a souvenir or a gift to someone they're traveling to.
46, speakers on the roofs of vehicles. So when we were in Japan, it was the strangest thing, but I would see these vans driving around the city and they had these speakers on the roof of the van. And these speakers would just be making some sort of announcement. I couldn't understand what it was saying. It seemed to be maybe political or something. In America, we have something like that, but it's an ice cream truck.
Number 45, Mr. Donut or Misido.
Misido.
Mr. Donut has really beautiful donuts. We saw a Pikachu donut and they actually have a lot of Pokemon donuts recently. We saw a Diglett donut. Oh, I really wanted to get the Diglett donut. It was so pretty, so perfect, but they were out. I wanted to get the Diglett donut because that's my dad's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I like Misido a lot because I feel like the donuts, they're good, but they're not too sweet. Like I don't feel there's an excess amount of sugar inside the donut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you can actually eat it without feeling like you're exploding with sugar.
Yeah.
Like a lot of donuts in America are just way too sugary.
Way too sugary, yeah. Number 44, Kagoshima. Kagoshima is a really cool city. We were able to stay there for a few days. They have the Ohara Festival, so we were able to feel the energy of the Ohara Festival. But also, it's so amazing that this city is in view of Sakurajima, an active volcano. I was a little nervous while we were there that, that maybe that's when the volcano was gonna blow up.
We saw smoke coming out of it.
Yeah, we did. But it's a very lively city. And something random I like about it, but the train tracks have that long strip of grass running in the train tracks. Do you remember that?
Yeah, really nice.
Oh, and at the Ohara Festival, we had some delicious street food.
We found some really nice fruit sandos too.
Fruit sando.
Number 43, Himeji Station.
Himeji Station is a really cool station to stop at because this is where you can see the Shinkansen fly by at over 300 kilometers an hour, which is a great experience. It's also super loud. Now, when we stopped at this station, we made a YouTube video about this and many people were saying, we didn't see Himeji Castle. And so I'm definitely going to go back so that we can see Himeji Castle. You can see the castle from the station right as you get off the train. It's so amazing that the station, you can see this amazing, beautiful castle within view.
Number 42, mirrors on sharp turns. We were driving around a lot and there were a lot of narrow roads and I noticed they were big mirrors at like every sharp turn, like tons of mirrors. And I just thought that was really, really nice and really safe.
Yeah, it's crazy how these mirrors, we found them all over Japan in the many different areas that we traveled. And it just shows how they put an emphasis on safety because You absolutely need them when you pull up to one of those corners because of how narrow it is. But with this mirror, you can see the car coming from super far away, which is great.
Very nice.
Very nice. Number 41, elevator staff. So we would be in a large department store and we'd go inside the elevator and there would be an elevator staff inside the elevator where this person's sole job is to get you to the floor that you need to, and they would just escort you in. It just seems so elegant, like top tier professionalism.
Number 40, orange juice spout.
So we flew into the Matsuyama airport in the Ehime prefecture. I guess they're famous for their mikan. So at the Matsuyama airport, you could pour yourself orange juice from a spout. It was just so random, but it was just so delicious.
We bought an orange wrapped in mochi, really nice mochi ice cream. Oh my gosh, they had orange flavored everything.
There were oranges everywhere.
I love oranges.
They even had an orange mascot.
Of course.
Number 39, driving in Japan. Now I was a bit nervous when we went to Japan because we rented a car several times. And driving on the left side of the road is very different, but it's also in a foreign country. I was very impressed by the roads in Japan. They were all super safe. The drivers were very polite, and I didn't feel that I was in danger as long as I followed the rules. Overall, my experience driving in Japan was a great experience.
Smooth roads.
Yeah, the roads were so smooth and well taken care of.
Well maintained. Number 38, Gundam statues.
Japan is very unique because they have many Gundam statues all around Japan. So let's talk about some of them. We saw the Gundam statue in Odaiba. We tried to see the Gundam statue in Yokohama.
Before it closed.
Before it closed. And then there's the Gundam statue in Fukuoka. Now that one I think is the largest. It's very big. So I was able to see that one. Now they actually have set up a Gundam in Osaka at the World Expo. Now this Gundam statue is basically just a recreation of the Gundam that was in Yokohama. I just think it's impressive that these Gundam statues are all over and they're quite a major attraction. Whenever I go, there's many people there watching it.
I've never seen Gundam, but I think they should get a giant Pikachu statue.
Number 37, the timeliness of public transportation. So Japan is very famous for how punctual their trains run. It's very rare for them to be even a minute late. And we definitely found that out the hard way. There were several times where we missed our train or even our Shinkansen.
But there's another one right after.
That's true.
But there's so many that it's okay if you miss it.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're running late.
Yeah, I heard that there was one time there was a train that was late in Japan and they sent out like a public apology because of being just a few minutes late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's just an example of how Japan is respectful of people's time. And when they say something, they mean it. Mm-hmm. If they're leaving at this time, they are leaving at that time.
Mm-hmm. Number 36, Akachan Ho.
Akachan Ho is very unique for us as foreigners because there's many things that we've never seen before, like the stamps for a diaper. At first we thought that's so that the kids don't get mixed up in daycare, but I guess it's just so that the diapers themselves don't get mixed up.
Akachan Ho is a great store for parents, and we loved how many toy trains they had, and we really want to get Elijah one.
And I just love that the trains are exact replicas of the real trains in Japan.
Yeah, even like the names and everything, so you can like actually buy like your favorite train.
Yeah.
Or like the one you ride all the time.
Yeah, cool. There was just a lot of very high quality baby toys there, and we definitely want to go back so that we can buy some more. Number 35, big drums. When we were at the festival, we saw some of the largest drums I've ever seen in my entire life.
We saw a lot of women playing the drums, and they were doing some like really cool dance moves while they were playing. Like it was a full-on workout, not only because they were hitting it, but they were like doing some cool footwork too. But yeah, they really were the biggest drums I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and just the rhythm that it gave, like you could feel it in your soul.
Yeah, so many people were watching too. Number 34, mascots. They have mascots for everything in Japan, and they're usually, I feel like they're like cute. Like they make them look really cute. And their heads are always like massively huge.
Yeah, the heads are so big on the mascot. Oh yeah, they really do have mascots for everything though. Like we saw a mascot for the military even.
I wonder what it would be like wearing one of those costumes. Probably really hard to move around.
Probably. Number 33, bathroom mirrors. So when we would stay at a hotel in Japan, a lot of times we would notice that the bathroom mirror has some sort of technology in it. I don't know what it is, but it wouldn't fog up around a specific area.
Like there's a little square that's not foggy.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, how is this happening? It's so
Magic.
cool. It's just one of those small details that make life a little bit easier. Number 32, Omo Hotel. Now, hotels in Japan are really nice, but we found the Omo Hotel to be excellent. It gives you a comfortable stay, but also a very cultural stay. Now, we stayed in the Omo Hotel in Asakusa, Akasaka, and Kochi, and there's a lot more all over Japan. We'd love to be able to stay at all of them eventually, but these hotels give you a very cultural experience when you stay there. In Asakusa, we were able to go on a walking tour, and in Akasaka, they gave us a walking tour of that area as well. And in Kochi, they even had a live performance for us.
The Omo hotels were very comfortable, mixed with cultural, mixed with modern. I liked their style.
Number 31, Akasaka. When we stayed in Akasaka, the Omo Hotel gave us a walking tour of the area. So Akasaka seemed to be filled with all these hidden shrines, almost around every corner. Like you would be walking up the hill and there'd just be this massive shrine hiding.
Yeah.
Akasaka is almost famous for these sweets. Wagashi, I think is what it's called.
A sweet bean dessert.
Number 30, Herome Market. Now in Kochi, there's this famous market area called Herome Market. In this market, it's very lively. It was packed when I went there. And they make this special food called flame-seared bonito, where basically they would get this grass and they build this large flame and sear this fish. And it was delicious. It tastes so good. They also had some for us to try at the Omo Hotel. And that was a really neat experience to be able to get up close and watch it be made. Because they literally just take a bundle of grass and create this huge flame for it. But this market was super lively. It was a lot of fun to go there.
Number 29, the Kochi Rattles.
So when we stayed at the Omo Hotel, we learned about these traditional rattles that are made in Kochi.
Out of wood.
Yeah, they're out of wood. I guess they're very famous and a symbol of the culture in Kochi.
At the Omo Hotel, they did a performance with these rattles and they called me up to go and dance with them. And it was really fun, but it was kind of hard to dance and rattle at the same time. But someone said I did a good job, so.
She did a great job.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was fun. The rattles are really fun to use. Number 28, Melon Pan.
When we were in the Chiba prefecture, we tried Melon Pan for the first time. It's really crunchy on the top and then soft on the inside.
It's a sweet bread.
I've heard that you can put ice cream in the inside of Melon Pan.
Ooh, I want to try.
I don't know if that's true, but if that's true, that sounds delicious. Like an ultimate ice cream sandwich.
I've always wondered how they get like the lines on the melon pan, like the squares of the sugar. I want to know how they do that.
Number 27, air-conditioned jackets. I've never seen this anywhere in the world before. While we were in Japan, we saw a lot of people wearing these jackets that had an actual air conditioning unit inside of it to keep cool. I've never seen that before, but I would love to try one because Japan gets super hot.
Yes, I want one so bad. But yeah, they're like these jackets, and you can tell they're air-conditioned jackets because they get all like puffy. I wonder how well they work. I really want to try one out. If I ever go back to Japan in the summer, I have to have one. Number 26, Mochi.
Mochi is very delicious, and I think part of what makes mochi so amazing is how it's made. On my first trip to Japan, I saw them make mochi with a giant wooden hammer.
I would want to see that.
Yeah, it would be a really fun experience to go and I was actually able to use the hammer and pound the mochi. And I was always afraid that I was going to hit his hands.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he trusted you.
Me either.
Giant wooden hammer?
Giant wooden hammer, yeah.
That's cool. Number 25, hamburger wrappers. Every time we went and got hamburgers, which we went a lot, they always had this nice wrapper so that you could eat your hamburger without getting it all over you. And I thought that was really nice, and they need to have that in America. Yeah, so it's like this square.
It's almost like origami.
Yeah, you kind of have to like fold it to like actually work.
Number 24, songs and cities. When we were in Yakushima and some other rural areas, they would play these songs over the loudspeakers. I would always hear this in really beautiful areas, and it was almost like the valley was singing to you.
I felt connected to the people because like everyone was hearing the same thing at the same time, and it just felt really nice. Number 23, hiking trails. The hikes that we went on in Japan are really beautiful, and the trails are really beautiful as well. I feel like they made the trail safe, but not like so safe that like you weren't able to get close to nature. You were able to get very close to these beautiful places.
Yeah, and the trails are just maintained extremely well, even in very rural areas.
The trails they look like they're made to match the surroundings. There was parts of these trails where I was like, wow, if people weren't respectful, like this would have to be like taken away. Like that one bridge, like without any railing or being close to the water, like people would like go in the water or fall in the water if they weren't like respectful.
22, beautiful manhole covers. So something that I know many people find very interesting about Japan is the manhole covers are decorated and they're a piece of art.
The art on the manhole covers would sometimes just like teach us about the area better. The artist in me appreciates them so much. Number 21, waiting at red lights.
Now we talked about this in another video, but the Japanese will wait at a red light rather than crossing. Now it's something obviously that everyone should do, but even if there's no cars, they won't cross. They'll stand there and wait. There'll just be so many groups of people waiting their turn. And the reasons in the comments really surprised me. So many people said that the reason Japanese people don't cross is because they want to be an example to the children who are watching.
That you always, no matter what, follow the rules.
Yeah, it's important to follow the rules because other people are watching and they might not make wise decisions. I just thought that was really unique. Number 20, fast grocery store workers. When we would go to a grocery store, the grocery store workers would move with such amazing speed.
Oh my gosh, so fast.
So fast. Like I would almost get nervous because before I could even pull my card out, they had already finished scanning all my items. It just shows that there is a different level of professionalism in Japan.
You just do not see that. People take their sweet time in America.
Yeah, that's true. Number 19, English on clothes. In a lot of stores, we would notice that there were English on hats, on shirts, and they always had just these fun little phrases on them.
Yeah, there was a lot of English on clothes. I bought a hat that said Art Club. I thought it was funny.
I saw a kid wearing a shirt that said Utah on it. Now, Utah is where I was born. And so when I saw him wearing a shirt that said Utah, I thought, oh, Utah! And he kind of looked scared of me, but I was just excited to see that the state that I was born in, someone else was wearing it in Japan.
Yeah, wasn't there another one, like Mississippi or something?
Yeah, they have like shirts that have states on it. It's unique because, well, in America, it's the opposite. So many Americans will wear a shirt that has Japanese letters on it. So it's fun to go to Japan and see the opposite.
Number 18, Takatiho Gorge. This gorge was beautiful. Even just like the area around it and the bridges, but the gorge itself had like these really cool rocks, like unique rock that I've never seen anywhere else, and these sheer cliffs, and this sparkling clear green water, and waterfalls going down the cliffs. Everyone's like mesmerized by this beauty, and there's just like a really cool feeling. There were some really cool fish ponds in this area and cute shops, and it's just a really cute area to explore.
Very beautiful.
You could feed the fish.
So we were wanting to ride the boats in this gorge, but sadly the water level was too high, so we'll definitely have to go back so we can ride the boats through this gorge. Number 17, Kumaman. Kumaman is another mascot. See, everything has a mascot, even a prefecture. So the Kumamoto prefecture has Kumaman, and it's a great marketing strategy because he's a super cute mascot, very famous. And you see him all over the place in Kumamoto. We'd see him on trains, snacks, we saw him at the airport. He's especially in Kumamoto, but we noticed him all over Japan.
Number 16, Mount Aso.
This is such a beautiful mountain. The area was Kusasen Rigahama, and it's this beautiful crater. It used to be a volcano. They have wild horses running around and super beautiful grass, a beautiful prairie, and you could also see just an incredible view of the valley below.
This area was so beautiful. Water stations and food courts. I love these water stations because you can wash your hands, which I love washing my hands before eating, and you can get water.
Yeah, it was just very sanitary.
Really convenient to have water, as much water as you need, and wash your hands as much as you need.
Number 14, the Toshogu Shrine. This shrine has beautiful carvings, and the trees outside were so beautifully massive. We actually didn't get to go inside the shrine, and I feel really bad, but we didn't bring cash. Again, we made a mistake.
Yeah.
But the area around it was just so beautiful. We have to talk about these trees that just seem to go up forever, and how this shrine was built almost to match the aesthetic within the forest. It was really beautiful.
Really pretty. Even the outside. Even just the outside. Number 13, Ginger Yuzu.
Now at the Omo Hotel in Kochi, they had these really beautiful public baths. I love being able to get up in the morning, so refreshing. And outside, they had these little cups and this drink, ginger yuzu. Now, when I first had it, I was like, whoa, it was not what I was expecting.
Strong.
It was very strong. Then the next day I went back and I just was craving it. It was something just very refreshing to drink and to taste. And it was definitely very popular because it would be empty so fast.
Number 12, Anytime Fitness.
Anytime Fitness. I think they just call it Anytime.
That's so
Yeah, Anytime in Japan.
Anytime.
But it's a very nice place to go and work out. And it's way nicer than it is in America. It's smaller, but it's very clean.
Number 11, the Harry Potter Cafe. This was really fun to go to. The room was decorated so pretty. The food was all so unique and like is an art piece. Like I remember getting the owl cake and just being amazed at how much it looked like an owl. It was really cute and really fun to eat.
They seem to have very cool themed cafes in Japan. Like the Pokemon Cafe and the Harry Potter Cafe. It was magical. I love that Japan loves Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very popular over there.
Loves magical things. They love to give you a magical experience.
Number 10, Samurai. Samurai is probably the most interesting part of Japanese history. And I love how they keep this history alive through festivals. We got to see the samurai dressed up, but it's just the stories of the samurai are inspiring, even today. Number 9, business cards in Japan. Now, when we were in Japan, we actually met some business people. Business cards are very commonly used in Japan. And it was just so respectful how they handed it to me. I wish that I had a card to give them as well. I felt so unprepared. It's just a small card, but it was just a huge sign of professionalism. Japanese people are just so professional.
Yeah.
Number 8, Mount Inasa View. Now, while we were in Nagasaki, we took this beautiful gondola ride up to Mount Inasa.
Once we got up there, I was amazed by how big of a view there was. 360 view of the city and the ocean and the hills. It was amazing.
So beautiful. It's known as one of the top 3 night views in the world.
Number 7, seeing Mount Fuji from the Shinkansen window.
We especially love taking the Shinkansen because you get a great view of Mount Fuji just passing by. You just have to be sure that you're sitting on the correct side of the Shinkansen to see it, and it goes by really fast, so you have to be ready to see it.
Yeah, you might miss it. I feel like every time you see Mount Fuji, it kind of like takes you back for a second and you just are in awe. It's just such a different looking, beautiful mountain.
It's so beautiful. Number 6, big malls. There are big malls all over Japan. I love that Japan still has a mall culture and that there's malls everywhere. And
Yeah, there's really good mall culture. I feel like people still like to go shopping at malls.
And they're not small. They are very large
They're
malls.
huge.
So big.
Lots and lots of stores. Number 5, Gundam.
Also known as Battleship Island. This island used to have the highest population density in the world, and now it's an abandoned island, but it feels like a movie set. And I think they actually filmed a James Bond movie here. I haven't seen it, but that's what I've heard. But it's such a cool island. I kind of want to live there. I think it'd be fun to have like a house there and all these abandoned buildings around you. Probably be really scary, actually.
Oh, that would be a really scary place at night. Number 4, Japanese taxis. I love how Japanese taxis, the door just like magically opens for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
That's definitely a Japanese thing, how they open the door.
There must be like a button or a lever or something. I was surprised the first time it happened.
Yeah, and again, another example of Japanese customer service, because in taxis, they're always super clean, and I feel like the driver knows what he's doing. It's a great example of professionalism, yet again. Number 3, ferries. There are ferries all over Japan, and they'll take you anywhere. There's so many islands in Japan, so there's gonna be a lot of ferries, but it's always a unique experience being able to take a Japanese ferry. There are so many great ferries in Japan, like the one that took us to Bunny Island, Sakurajima. It was a speed ferry. We took it to Yakushima, and then Gunkanjima, I was able to take a ferry.
I love being on ferries because you can see Japan really well from the water.
We saw a cool volcano even from the ferry.
I love taking ferries.
There was the ferry, remember that?
The ferry on the ferry.
Number 2, children's art. A lot of the children's art in Japan seems to be held in very high esteem. You'll see it probably at train stations. I just think it's unique how children's art is used and displayed in public many times in many places. And I just feel like they see it in like a special way, which I find to be very charming.
I used to teach art and I think that's super special. Number 1, we really like coming to Japan because of the respect.
So many things that we've talked about today are because of the respect that Japanese people have for each other. Respect is woven into every part of daily life in Japan. There's even a respectful language, respectful gestures. People show respect not just to others, but to objects, places, and traditions.
An example of this that we saw that we've never seen in America is when we were walking around a neighborhood, we saw this hanging fruit over a fence. This big, nice piece of fruit. I don't even know what kind of fruit it was, but I was amazed that it could grow that big and not be disturbed or picked. It was just amazing that it was there.
Most anywhere in the world, someone's gonna come along and grab that fruit, even though they don't need it, and they would just destroy it. This general attitude of respect makes Japan such an amazing place to visit.
And unique to anywhere else in the world.
So we have an exciting announcement. Hello everyone, we've made it back to Japan. We wanted to wait until we reached 100,000 subscribers, but we decided to come now because we just couldn't wait. We hope that we can reach 100,000 subscribers on this trip though. You ready?
Ready.
Ready, all right.